Hi there, that's right. Great and glorious, soon to be famous one day. Nick Dutch back on the camera yet again for another delightful tarot reading. Okay, now what we're doing at the moment is we're still going through some backlog. We've had a few more reading requests added, so yep, the pipeline's getting full again. That's wonderful. Now, if you're watching this particular video and you have not requested a tarot reading, please, during this video, at the end of this video, I don't care, send me a private message, not in the comments section, but a private message here on YouTube, and I'll be happy to add you to the rota, okay? So you just need to just give your name and maybe give your question, and then I'll design a tarot reading based upon that, and I'll try and answer your questions for you, okay? So keep the pipeline full, and I'll be more than happy to help and oblige. We're right up to the 3rd of January now of the year of 2010, so obviously we're making an awful lot of progress there. Keep the pipeline full for me and I'll be more than happy to help, okay? Obviously rate, comment and subscribe after the video. We've got someone inquiring today who's very interested and very curious about how they can actually improve their relationship. Now this is something I would normally tackle on a live call with you, okay, so we can bounce a few ideas forwards and backwards and try and tease out the little issues and try and work out precisely where you can move forward. Obviously, as a tarot reader, okay, it's not just a question of what the cards say, because a tarot reading itself is like a kind of a therapeutic service, and if you've got a therapeutic situation between two individuals, you've got to have a conversation. So in this particular case, this one-way method of just like you asking me a question, me doing a video, won't necessarily help you, alright? But what I can do is the best I can under these circumstances. So I'll have a quick look and basically just see what the reading says, okay? One step at a time, here we go. Okay, I hope I've pronounced this correctly. This is for Miss Sarlane, okay? Let's just have a quick look. Alright, well, there is a sense of there being rather confusing issues going on around you at the moment. A desire to create a sense of peace and balance, but you're dealing with an individual who seems to be rather resistant, rather close-minded, a sense of there being some frustration about them, a sense that they would love to have a sense of unity with you, but there's also a sense of something almost illusory. An individual who's very good at dodging an issue rather than an individual who's very good at focusing on that which is really, really important and trying to work with you. There's not that feeling of cooperation at the moment. I've expanded the middle part of the reading to try and define the nature of the connection. And we've got some very familiar signs coming through. We've got signs of disappointment, signs of strain, powerlessness, and a sense of trying to create a feeling of mutual agreement or a feeling of peace and balance out of basically nothing. It's like very difficult. All the signs on your side of things means that, or suggesting that, despite the fact you're in a relationship, you still feel alone. And that's not terribly good. Yes, it doesn't also obviously help the fact you're dealing with a guy who's basically got a handful of issues, which is getting in the way and making matters basically a little worse for you. Progress in the future, short-term, mid-term and long-term, it's not looking as bad as you might think. I would say that one of the biggest issues is that of blaming. So I think he's trying to use some negative issues to try and do some controlling work there. Short-term, there's a sense of allegations of a betrayal. So I think he's probably turning around to you and saying, no, you shouldn't have said that, or no, you shouldn't have done that. I mean, can you please think about my part in this and all that kind of stuff. And so he's going to be a bit iffy, a bit off. But that does seem to be passing because, you know, we got some good signs relating to a feeling of passion and a sense of greater openness. Yes, on your side of the reading, that sense of isolation and that sense of a challenge doesn't seem to be going away immediately. I would recommend something like relationship counselling to help you to try and sort out this particular connection. That would help a hell of a lot, but you're also dealing with an individual who's struggling or refusing to actually go through the right variety of learning process. So he's just not really being that open. That's part of the issues you've got. But if you can build upon what you've got, you're going to have a great future, I reckon. Let's just expand the reading further and see what kind of long-term signs we've got. Yes. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Despite the fact this is probably a very unpleasant relationship situation for you to find yourself in, there's some tremendous signs here relating to hope and a very good quality of hope for the longer term future. But that is longer term. Whatever his issues are, they're pretty deeply embedded there. And so yeah, he needs help. But on the other hand, look to the future where things are actually feeling very positive. Alright? Obviously, like, you're the final decision maker in your life, okay? So if you feel that he's not quite pulling his own weight as far as the relationship is concerned, you can create a change. I heard an analogy at one time that you are the producer, the director, and the cameraman of your own film, and the film is your life. So you choose which actors come on stage, which actors exit the stage. You choose who you're going to focus the camera on. Alright, you choose where your camera of your life pans. If you think about life like that, you can decide whether you want him in your movie or not. One thing that women tend to do, and this is quite common, is to forget about the things which they find are important, or failing to see their own needs in the right perspective. In this particular case, you may be doing some of that as well. So again, a bit of perspective, a bit of trying to see things clearly, and also trying to bring some help and therapy into the relationship would also go down very well indeed. Alright, this has been Nick Dutch providing you with your update. I bid you good fortune, God and all goddess, and all none of the above bless. If you want to request a reading, do so. Send me a private message through YouTube. Speak to you in a while. Bye for now.